This is my randomology, and today we find out, how do you remake one of the most brutal movies of all time? Apparently you don't. Do not get too excited by the title or the thumbnail, because we are not watching the French film Martyrs, one of the most brutal, nihilistic, darkest films I've ever seen. Note I'm saying one of, not the worst one. An amazing film, honestly. I don't think it's part of the what's it called? New Intensity? I forget what the name. Anyway, it's not that movie. We're watching the American remake because, again, January is same shit, different day. All sequels and remakes. And I remember when the trailer for this thing dropped, and first off, you're trying to remake Martyrs. Secondly, in the trailer, they gave away... Leslie just jumped off my lap. They gave away the third act explanation for what's going on, which is kind of the whole point of getting to that point. So already they were dropping the ball. So anyway, is it really this bad? Now, I did see an interview with the director, the original director, who had some choice words for the American remake, which I cannot repeat here because it would violate YouTube terms and conditions. So let's see how they botch this one and see if we can learn something from it at least. So let's go ahead and watch the American remake of Martyrs. And like always, if you like what you're watching, go ahead and like, subscribe, leave a message. You can go over to Patreon, subscribe there, subscribe through YouTube as well. And if you do that, YouTube or Patreon, you get all these videos early. Blumhouse, a rare misstep. I'm very disappointed. I'm assuming it's going to be terrible. I mean, it has been a few years since I saw the original Martyrs, so... I'm assuming this is Lucia? Lucia, was that her name in the original one? Yeah. She's making a lot of noise for trying to get away. I mean, on its own, it's an effective opening, I guess. Yep, everybody just wave your flashlights around. Oh, guns. This didn't happen in the original, right? In the original one, we just kind of saw her escape. She saw the other victim that was trying to get away as well, and that was kind of it, right?
Whoever was in here, they didn't leave any scraps.
Nothing.
She was scared.
You want to bring in some crime scene text? Look for evidence, blood, anything? We could assume it's an orphanage. I don't think we need the St. Mary's orphanage title card.
Hi, I'm Anna.
Hi, Anna. You're going to have a bad time in this movie. Assuming it sticks more or less to the same storyline.
You're Lucy.
Oh, she's Lucy in this one. It was Lucia in the other one.
Bye.
You could have given her the cookie. Jesus. I was about to ask if any of the nuns were going to do anything.
They're still warm.
Come on, she's trying to be nice. There you go.
The sisters say you become good friends with Lucy.
Is this a bad thing? Why are we getting the nun treatment?
Does she ever say anything about,
Oh, the cop. Okay. I mean, that's a fire hazard. Now, is this going to be as horrific as the one in the original one, I'm wondering? Probably not. No one in here but us ghouls. What? The call is coming from inside the house. Jump scare. That was different. We're gonna ask where the blood came from. Blood? Where'd the blood come from?
No one believes me. I believe.
It's not that they don't believe you, it's that you're not giving them anything that they can use, which is not your fault. You're a kid. Yes, and Lucy works through her trauma through the power of friendship and eventually becomes a productive member of society. I mean, of course, the only reason to include a scene like this in the movie is because everything's about to go tits up.
Where were you?
Honestly, they look really similar. I kind of have a hard time figuring out like which one's which. I already hate him just for the music.
Fine after breakfast. I'm gonna need.
This movie's very sepia toned. I'm seeing there's a lot of yellow and brown.
You always at her side.
Here we go.
Because I
If you've seen the original one, you know what's about to happen. We couldn't have done an actual practical effect. We had to like digitally add that one.
How old?
17.
17.
Motherfucker, you look 30.
Where's the daughter? I mean, so far this part is kind of pretty much the same as the original one.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I have some issues already. She was a cold-hearted bastard doing this in the original one. No remorse whatsoever. And the daughter got hit twice, actually. Once through the bed. She managed to crawl out when Lucy reloaded. And then got hit again as she was running away. In the back. I don't know. The characterization's just... It's... Not that it's different. It makes her not seem as cold...
Tell me where you are.
...or disturbed.
Lucy?
Right in here. Just
Lucy?
step over the body. It's all right.
Lucy, what did you do?
Forget what she did. You're getting your fingerprints everywhere. Okay, now explain the kids. Look, if you're a good friend, I'll help you move a couch. You got to be a really good friend to call me to help you cover up a murder. The hell is standing behind her? Oh, is that the... Okay, yeah. Yeah, I didn't clear the house, did you? Now, I'm no gun expert, but that hole's way too big.
It's supposed to be over. See?
It's not over, not by a long shot. So, yeah, killed 4 people,
He recognized me too. I saw it in his eyes.
Or he saw you holding a 12-gauge shotgun in his face.
Can't help you. That's the only way that it will leave me alone. I have to wipe them away. I have to make it like they never existed. And it will have to let me go.
What are you basing this on, honestly?
What's wrong?
What do you mean, what's wrong? She's carrying a body. All right, 3 more.
Why can't we just leave them? I told you, I have to do it. It's the only way it'll leave me alone.
You haven't explained what you're basing this on, or anything, really. You are leaving all kinds of trace evidence. This was an episode of CSI, they'd solve it in the first 10 minutes. We wouldn't even get to the, yeah! Sorry. Laszlo's trying to sleep on my lap. Boop. Boop the snoot. Okay, no boop the snoot. Stop touching everything, my God! It's like you never saw an episode of Law & Order, CSI, Homicide Life on the Street, anything, any crime show, crime movie. Oh, right, I forgot. Mom survived. It's almost like something of a medical miracle she's still alive. Or plot, one of the two. She killed her differently in the original one. I think it was. Didn't she beat her to death with a hammer or something like that?
You never believed me.
Well,
I'm crazy.
Crazy's a strong word.
I thought once I showed you their faces, that you would love me again.
Now see, that's the crazy part.
But I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell.
Movie's about to get even darker. If it's sticking to the plot of the original one. Now, of course, the question is, you know, how sure are you that it was them at this point? I mean, I double-checked to make sure I have my keys when I leave the house. I think you'd have to do a little bit more than just I recognized his eyes.
No,
More.
please.
Wasn't there something in the original one, too, that the reason that she found them was like a newspaper article or something like that? They haven't said that here. So, how did she find them in this version?
It's me. Lucy.
Are we actually going to explain what the monster is in this version, or is it just going to be a thing?
I'm gonna get you some new clothes, and then we're gonna get out of here. Okay?
You still haven't cleaned anything up. Like, this place is like a smorgasbord of evidence on both of you.
Lucy! Lucy!
Huh. She cut her own throat in the original one. This is tame. I mean, it's still dark, but it's tame. I mean, unless she landed on her head, that's not going to kill her. Yeah, very sepia. There's like a whole filter over this movie. I don't like it. Honestly, just burn the bodies in the house. Like, that's the only way you're going to get rid of everything you've left behind. So Lucy's not dead. In the original, she was kaput by now. Kind of looks like Hilary Swank in the right angle. And the plot thickens. Yes, leave the keys to your secret underground torture chamber right there in front of the door. That's smart. Smart planning. This is also moving a lot faster than the original one, because at this point we're... I don't know, where are we? Yeah, we're barely getting to Lucia herself. But Lucy's alive in this one, though, so I'm wondering, like, why are we keeping her alive? Just to put her through more crap? This is a lovely room of death. Must be hard to find contractors to do this kind of stuff. I mean, I'm sure somebody's going to ask questions, like, why do you need cells hidden from everybody? And this is where we should get one of the more disturbing parts of this movie. But based on what I'm seeing, I'm going to guess it's been watered down. What in the goddamn fuck?
It's okay. Please, you can't leave me. I won't.
Okay, look.
Wait.
Okay. I hate to keep pausing to compare this movie to the original one, but in the original film, at this point in the story, Lucy offed herself and is trying to clean up so that, you know, she doesn't go away for murder. And when she finds this basement, what she finds inside is not a little girl tied up. She finds something that I can't actually show you here. Even if I showed you a blurred version. Well, I'm going to show you a blurred version. Hold on. Okay. She finds one of the most... a woman who looks like she's halfway to becoming a Cenobite. This version... hit the mic. This version is already really watered down, and this is what she finds.
We're downstairs. You were right about everything. We have to go.
Y'all want to run. I feel about them being alive at this point. Well, Lucy being alive.
Come on, let's go.
So... What? You all are making way too much noise.
No. We're almost there.
Shut the fuck up! Jesus. And here's our American mademoiselle. All right, the shotgun was down there. Not that the stuff that's happened here is not horrific, but I need you to understand how tame this is compared to the original one. This could almost be PG-13. What does she look like? She just sucked a lemon?
Where's Dr. Patterson?
He's dead.
His family.
Oh, with him.
Kill them. Oh my.
How could you possibly recognize her after 10 years? So, they got her back. They got Lucy back. She's going to be the one that goes through it now, so...
I'm so sorry.
You shouldn't be. She didn't give you any actual evidence. Hi! Are we actually still here in the same place? Not that you need gore in order for the movie to, you know, be scary, but they're not even showing us what's going on. Yeah, we're still in the same place. Like, they're just gonna do this here. I already know how they're gonna fuck it up. I already know. Not by they, I mean the filmmakers. This is your brain on drugs.
Fuck, you're old.
So we're just gonna scramble Anna's brains for a while, huh? What are they doing to Lucy here, though? All we saw was a drill, and that was it. You know, in general, yeah, the audience will imagine things way worse than what you're depicting, but we're not really seeing anything here. It's just kind of noise, and it's not... I mean, part of what made the first one horrific is that we saw things that were horrible.
You're gonna be all right, Lucy.
No, she's not.
It's almost over now.
Really? Because the ending of this movie, the original one, took weeks, maybe months. A little louder. I don't think she can hear you. How do you even get equipment and stuff down there? I mean, look at that tiny little hole. Like, a person barely fits through it. Is that really the only memory that you can draw on? Just you two playing patty cake? I mean, it's one of the only memories we saw, but...
No.
I mean, the movie's certainly saving on budget by having just the one set.
All outgoing calls come through our system. Without yours, we would have assumed that the doctor's work with Sam was proceeding as planned. So, I owe you my gratitude.
So she really did fuck up.
Well, the monsters are there. They've slipped through the cracks that Dr. Patterson opened. She's special.
So we're not even going to try to explain what the creature that she saw was? I mean, that was a big plot point in the first one.
These are victims. And like you or I, they reach a breaking point. Martyrs are so much more. They're so very rare. So extraordinary.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
And she had to pay. Her eyes still alive.
I can't see anything.
She refused to die. Again. The eyes.
Oh, it's just rolled back into...
That's what we're recreating. And we're so close.
Not really. You've been trying for more than 10 years.
Don't feel badly for her, Anna. She welcomes this now.
No, she doesn't. The filmmakers know we can see Anna's reflection, and her words are not matching the reflection and what she's actually doing with her mouth, right?
So you murder for their entertainment?
I sacrifice for knowledge.
No, you're not giving anything up. Other people are giving things up.
Bury her with the family. and make the final preparations for Lucy.
We're rushing this because the ending of the first one took a long time, like in movie time. Also, you're just gonna bury her? You don't strike me as people that are afraid to get your hands dirty. You're just gonna bury her? This is stupid with two O's. Seriously, like just a stab, a bullet, something. Because she hadn't been through enough, right? So is she the one that's going to have the thing done to her that they did to Anna in the first one? I'm confused here. Because Anna's still alive. Oh, are we going to do the thing? You know, skin her? That looks massively uncomfortable. Why? God, she's been in there all night? Oh, she's close then. She can hear her. Okay, wait. How is she hearing her all the way out here? Where's the screaming coming from? We're above ground.
Oh my God, who wrote this?
So, she's going back to rescue her. Probably Sam? Was that the little girl's name? Probably Sam too. So they didn't skin her? I mean, they skinned her back. Okay, so we're gonna actionize the end of this movie. Got it. Got it. That broke easy. Any of them have a gun, a knife, something else you could use? You could pick up a sharp stick, something? Save the shells, you only got 2. Never mind. Yeah, we actionized this. I can totally see why the director hated this, because the last third of the original one was basically an extended torture sequence watching Anna have her spirit broken and become a martyr. Okay, now grab the gun. Grab the gun. Okay, good. Grab the gun. See if he has another mag. There's another gun there. You can grab that too. 2 guns. A kind of a hopeful ending, which is nice, but that's not what this is about.
It has to be her. It has to be.
Why? You've done this apparently dozens of times. It hasn't worked yet. I question your methodology, honestly. You used both shells. Didn't you pick up a gun? That's how you aim, yeah. Find a road? Something? We're putting a lot on this kid, and she's been through it. Is there actually going to be something approaching a happy ending here? What, are they going to crucify her?
Lucy! Lucy!
They just... Okay, they just have her tied up.
She's there. She sees, I'm sure of it.
You'll let her die in vain.
Stay away from her!
All of her pain will have been worth nothing. She knows the answer.
You're not going to get anything out of any of them. Now, if we really want to actionize this, what you should tell her is, oh, you want to see what's on the other side? Bam! Okay, so she hears what she's seeing? Can't even read her lips.
What was it? What did she see?
What you're about to see in about 2 seconds. Oh, the cops actually showed up. I don't know if I buy that they pushed her past the point of, like, all the stuff they were saying, because aside from the thing on her back, she's... So, did they die? So the cops are here, Mademoiselle's dead, the priest is dead, they're probably going to get arrested, people are going to find out about this. Not that a horror movie can have a happy ending, and I don't know if this counts. Why is she seeing the thing? Why... What it... No, this is not... Oh, God. Alright. Let's talk about that. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say that there weren't parts of that movie that were absolutely brutal. I mean, obviously, yeah, I mean, watching the skin getting peeled off Lucy's back, the family murder in the beginning. There's definitely stuff that was violent and disturbing, but this was so watered down and tame compared to the other one. I feel like we kind of lost the plot, especially at the end when, you know, Anna sees it too. I mean, in the original one, Lucy died about halfway through after we find out that this monster that she keeps seeing, which is a representation of the guilt because she couldn't save another girl when she escaped, that's what the monster was. It's a representation of her guilt. And then she ends up offing herself, and then the movie follows Anna as she is prepped and tortured to become a martyr. The last third of the movie is basically an extended sequence of Anna being tortured to, until they skin her alive. And then the last scene is Mademoiselle, like she reaches that, I don't know what's the final stage. Mademoiselle leans in and hears what she saw on the other side, and then she offs herself, and that's kind of the movie end. And the implication is that the cult is going to keep going, trying to figure out, what is on the other side. What did she see? And I can appreciate why the director doesn't like this movie. I would not like it either if somebody took my work and made it into this. So, I didn't know. I didn't know how bad it was going to be. It definitely was bad. We got to stop remaking movies like this. I mean, if you're going to remake it, do something new with it. Do something original. This definitely changed things up, and not in a good way. So, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you later.